Artificial intelligence isn't coming. Artificial intelligence is here. It is already integrated into a lot of like what we do day to day into our society. And the amount of artificial intelligence that gets integrated into our lives is only going to increase over time. It is imperative that people find knowledge, that they have a basis of understanding of what artificial intelligence is, or they'll be left behind. Artificial intelligence is going to cause a shift in the role that people play. There's certain jobs that exist today that will not exist, in the relatively near future, in 5-10 years. And so it's very important that people are not planning to go into those jobs. It's very important that they have a basis of understanding so that they know that maybe there's other things that they should be working towards, should be studying, should be, even from like a physical labor perspective, should be focusing their time and energy on. And so I think for me, my biggest fear is just what the future might look like if we don't bring the entire population along for the journey. And that's one of the things, that's why I'm sitting in this space right now, trying to work on this base education to make sure that people know what they should be worried about and are able to work to address it. So this class is for anybody who has an interest in better understanding AI. We teach a version of it that is for people who might have an AI mandate, whether they're teachers, whether they're people in the community, whether it's a corporation of leaders making financial and other decisions for teams that are aligned with artificial intelligence, but not necessarily working as builders. So for every class that we build, we have some kind of interactive component to make sure that people really solidify what they learn and they're able to demonstrate through doing, through some kind of practice, what they learn. For this AI class, what we do is we start by, in a very interactive way, talking through some definitions. And so there's 4 key definitions. What is artificial intelligence? What is machine learning? What is an algorithm? And what is predictive analytics? And so we spend actually a lot of time digesting that in a very real world way. People are able to ask questions. Like we give analogies like for things like what an algorithm is. And we make sure that everybody has a good solid foundation in a way that's easily accessible, easily understandable. And then we take that and we apply it. So people actually design their own predictive analytics algorithm. And this is one of the first classes that I built as thinqueBytes over 5 years ago. And it's evolved during that time, as the technology has evolved. And this year it's been my most popular class. And so I'm very excited to be scaling it into additional versions next year. And then also I've been fortunate to be asked to teach it, for donation. And so when I'm asked to come into corporations or foundations to teach this class in exchange for donation, it allows me to take that funding and to be able to teach this in other classes in areas where there's not easy access to this knowledge and where they might not have funding, in areas where I try to keep it free to make sure that AI is accessible for all. So whether you're a practitioner solving real world problems and using this class for that purpose, or whether you're a person in the community who just wants to solve everyday problems that you deal with just from when you wake up to go to bed, like this class is perfect for you. So, what is artificial intelligence? There's many different ways to achieve artificial intelligence. In relatively recent years, we made some advances that allowed us to really be able to utilize machine learning in a way. And so people would say artificial intelligence when they really mean machine learning. Now, we've got large language models, and so sometimes people will say artificial intelligence, but they're thinking about one specific thing. And so for me, my background is intelligent optimization. So solving artificial intelligence for me is enabling a computer, building a model and training algorithms to be able to find optimal answers to questions, optimal solutions to problems. And so there's many ways to do that. Machine learning is just one. And the important point illustrated here, because you each are going to make your own algorithm, shortly, the important point illustrated is that there's different ways to achieve a goal. And the people who are involved in developing the algorithm have a lot of influence on what that path is to achieve the goal. Hello, everybody. My wonderful AI engineers who are building super impressive algorithms. Very, very excited. As the VP, I am the VP, Michelle is the CEO of Video Company. I am very curious to see what you all have developed for us. No matter how much time I allow for this exercise, it's never enough. Like everybody, I feel like we could do this for hours. And so it's time to come back together. Now that you are all builders, fellow builders of intelligent algorithms, of predictive analytics engines, I'm really eager to see what you all have come up with. Walking around, the conversations have been wonderful. Like I love how each team is in a different space, like doing something slightly different. And I'm eager to see where you all landed. How do you make sure that you have the data? What's your model of the world? Like when you were asking for like additional information, is your model sufficient? Like does your model like well represent like what you need it to be able to solve the problem you're trying to solve? If you can't have certain data, like what's the next best thing that you can do? And so like hopefully you all have like a different perspective on that, like a better sense of what that's like to be a builder building these things. Yeah, and so like I'm just very grateful that you all had like took the time to learn. And so yeah, so hopefully this was a good introduction. Like I said, this class is being scaled into different versions, and so maybe next time we come to Atlanta, we'll teach one of the new versions of this class. And I have like 10 different case studies that I do in addition to the video, and so if you take it again, like it just reinforces and you get a different experience. And even being on a different team, like you can see how the 3 different teams came up with like completely different things, and so even just being on a different team, you have a different experience. Probably. One of the things that I love about this class is that it is a really strong opportunity to learn how artificial intelligence works. You can come into this class not knowing anything about artificial intelligence, but even if you're a practitioner, I've had practitioners at the highest of levels take this class and enjoy it and get something from it. So this class really speaks to everybody and can even be tailored to different levels. This class really makes a difference with respect to people being able to come out of it and build systems if they want to, like move on to be able to build systems, or just have knowledge to be able to really understand how AI is integrated into society, into products that they use every day.
I'm just very grateful that programs like this exist. I think more educators should take advantage of opportunities like this to stay and to interact with professionals who are living and breathing the latest and greatest in engineering and technology. So I would just say, always say yes. That's kind of gotten me to where I am today, and I'm really happy with how today went and the experience that my students got here.
I recommend this class to everyone. It doesn't matter how old you are, what career you're in. Information technology and specifically machine learning and AI are things that are going to be here to stay. So why not take advantage of how to use these tools?
So I think this class helped me better understand better the context where other team members may be on the AI journey. So it will help me to level set first, understanding common definitions, and then being able to collectively attack a problem. In this case, solving a problem with AI.
Today, I'm walking away with more information on what AI is, how we help to develop algorithms through our day-to-day activities, understanding that there are so many different careers out there that we can engage in to be a part of this forever changing world, and knowing that there's so much more to learn day by day because technology is forever changing.